Hi, Lynn. How are you
Hey,
today?
I'm good, Lauren. How are you today?
I'm good. So, as you, I think you know that you were referred to come talk to me about some concerns that one of your coaches had with you. Do you have any ideas,
Yeah, I
or do you have
got.
anything you want to share with me before we get started?
Well, I'm pretty sure I have an idea why the coach referred me to come see you. I've been, you know, binge eating or feeding my emotions, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Kids have been, and I noticed I put on a little extra weight during the course of the season. Um, Kids have been picking on me, and I don't know if it's because I'm an underclassman or I had two bad games the last couple of weeks. So I've been getting a lot more harassment from the players, and so the way I just been dealing with that is just eating. Like I said, I noticed I put on a few pounds, not good pounds. I noticed I'm not as toned as I was coming into the season, and I think some of that has to do with the kids picking on me. So
Okay.
I've expressed that with the coach. He's noticed my locker. I keep a lot of snacks in there lately, and he's noticed every time we come in from practice, that's one of the first things I do is grab a candy bar or a bag of chips or something that I keep in my locker room. Nothing that is going to be helpful for me to replenish what I just lost from practice. And so he's probably concerned about me.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad that you came in to talk to me because I think it is important that we talk about the concerns that you just shared. So, do you find yourself, you said you feed your emotions.
Yes.
Is that mainly from, you said people have been picking on you? Is that mainly from that? Or,
Um, I've noticed now that you asked that question that is carrying over into my home life as well,
mm-hmm,
and so things that normally wouldn't get me upset or riled up at home when my parents would criticize me or get on me for
mm-hmm,
something that I knew I should have did and I didn't do it. That now has gotten me to the point to where I just don't feel like I can take criticism right
mm-hmm.
now. Just I'm transferring that what I'm at the school with my teammates at my home life now. So any small type of criticism caused me to start thinking negatively about myself, and I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to about it, so I just turn to food.
Okay. Well, I can definitely understand those stressors and trying to find a coping mechanism to deal with that. And a lot of times, people choose a coping mechanism that involves, like in your case, you want to eat a lot to make yourself feel better, or they do the opposite and don't eat a lot. But either way, I think it's important to think about that and to address the issue that you're trying to cope with. So, one thing that I don't know if you would find this helpful or not, but when you think about things in your head like, oh, people picking on me or my parents getting on to me at home, um, that leads to like a negative feeling. And so maybe starting your day, I don't know if you like to write or if you like just journaling quick thoughts, like positive self talk, like reminding yourself
Okay.
why, what good things you've done and what you're excited for the day.
Or like setting a goal, maybe.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely setting a goal for
I remember
whatever.
hearing a coach at one of the camp I went to. He talked about, start your day off looking at your goal for the
Yes.
day, and then end your day to see what steps you took to reach that goal, or if you didn't, what could you have done differently. And I remember hearing that. I just haven't applied that, so that's good to hear you
Yeah.
say that because I've heard that before.
Yeah, and if you start your day out with that goal that's positive and you focus on that throughout your day, then hopefully those negative thoughts that you're feeling will decrease
Okay.
and you can work towards something positive. Another thing that I think would be really important is to um, talk with your coach, like you said, about people picking on you because I think it's important to get that under control. If you want assistance from me, I can help you talk to him, or if there's particular times it happens or things like that, because I think that's really important to focus on that, because that is one of the things that's causing you to eat a lot.
Well, would it be a way that maybe you can go with me so we can explain it, or ask the coach to maybe address it from maybe a team perspective other than from me?
Yeah, so your confidentiality is really important.
Well, not just that, but I just don't, I think if the coach came at it from a team, I would be less likely to be identified.
Yeah.
And I don't want, like I said, they're already picking on me. I can see it escalating if they feel I snitched on them.
I completely understand that. It could be more viewed like as a team exercise or a team bonding activity or something.
Okay. I would be okay with that.
The coach came up with, and you would have to know you talked to him.
Okay, I would be okay with that.
Okay.
I really, really fear the escalation of the kids if they were to find out that it was me. I'm already having issues. Just thinking about it right now makes me want to go eat something, but I feel if you were able to help me present it to the coach in that way to where it doesn't come back or like it's coming from me, I would be okay with that.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, I want you to know that your health is my main concern, and so I think it's important that you talk with a healthcare provider about the eating patterns you've been partaking in as of late, and just check on your health, because we want you to be healthy.
Okay.
So to do that, obviously since you're still under 18 and a minor, I think it's important that we talk to your parents about it and get them in the loop so that they can help you find a doctor or somewhere else that you can talk to with a medical professional about this.
Okay.
So I think if it's okay with you that we could either call them together or they could come in and talk with us. But I think it's definitely something that they need to be aware of.
Okay.
So I know you get tired of homework, but I'm going to give you a little bit of homework in here. It's not going to have a deadline, and it's not going to be, I'm not going to grade it.
Okay.
But I'm just going to call it homework just so we can put a label on it. I want you can do it one of two ways. You could either talk to the school nurse about nutrition and like how many calories a day you need and how much like protein and fat and salt and sugar you should have each day.
Okay.
You don't have to tell her that you're struggling with eating. It could just be more like you're just curious about it. So I don't want you to feel like she has to know all the information that you're sharing with me. Or if you don't feel comfortable talking with her, just research it on your own, whether it be like on your phone or a computer or something, so that you have an idea of what's healthy for you, because that's the main concern that I have.
Okay.
And I want you to be able to understand that, because as an adult, I can tell you it's something that it's important to know that for the rest of your life, to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So I think moving forward, we can talk to your parents and we can discuss how you want to do that, and then I can either connect you with the school nurse or you can do some research on your own, but it's important that you also set those goals we talked about, and I can help you with that too. Next session, if you want to go over how to set goals and steps you could take, or we could do an example together or something like that.
Okay.
But I think that's really important. But I'm glad you came in to talk to me today, and I think that it's really brave of you to share what you're going through with somebody else, and I think it's really, you should be proud of yourself for taking action about this instead of just letting it go, because I think in the long run, it'll be really helpful for you to start working on this earlier rather than later.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, like I said, I like the idea of talking with the coach, and with my parents, it'd probably be easier for me if you said something to them with me, just being present.
Sure, we can definitely do that. I can either call them with you sitting in their room, or they can come in and talk, whatever you prefer. Okay. You don't have to decide that right now. You can think about it, but definitely within the next couple days, I want to have that conversation with them so that you can get in to see somebody pretty soon.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, have a good day.